Watch this. Romans 8. And we know, like we better know. You got to know that you know that you know that your Father is for you and not against you. You got to know that he's good. You got to know that he loves you. You got to know. Why? Because this world's going to tell you otherwise. Your situations are going to whisper different thoughts to you. The devil's going to come and he's going to tell you lies. And if he really loved you, you wouldn't be facing this right now. You just tell the devil, get behind you, and you start standing on what you know, that your God is good and gracious, that he is almighty and powerful, that he still lives and is active, that he still reigns and is on that throne. You better know. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Let's just stop it right there. He is always working for the good of you and me. Now, here's about the best way I can explain this. I woke up the other night, and the house had gotten chilly. We got a wood stove at home. We've been supplementing our heat because it's winter time, and I stoked the stove up at night. Well, by the time, 3 a.m. rolls around, the wood's burned down, and a chill's come on the house. And I woke up a little bit cold with it. And I thought, man, I need to go check on my boys. I got 3 of them. So I go in the room and I check on them. Sure enough, cover's down. So I pull the covers up and I tuck them in, snug them out. They got no idea they sleep in. They don't know that there's someone up taking care of them. All they know is they comfortable, right? They being wrapped up. They have no idea what dad is doing. But dad does. They don't need to know. Matter of fact, they can't know. Why? Because they out with it. They sleep in. And that's how it is with this life of ours. We don't know the extent to what God does. We think we don't see him at all. And he is like, no, you sleeping. You got sleep in your eyes. You can't even see clearly. But I'm up and I'm taking care of you. I'm wrapping the blankets around you. I'm snuggling you in. You ought to see what you'd be like if I wasn't up. You'd be waking up shivering and stuff with it. See what I'm talking about? I need to correlate this to what God is doing for us in our lives. We have these children in bed that has a loving dad that thinks about them when he's active. Now that's just me. And I just did it because I woke up chilly. And then I thought, but we're talking about a God who never slumbers or sleeps. He ain't in no Sabbath rest like I'm gonna catch me 40 winks. And if I wake up in time, I'll tuck you in. I'll take care of your problem if I'm up to it, if I can wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like the disciples fell asleep on Jesus. Jesus pounded through to the end, to the victory. And he came back and what you sleeping for? Why couldn't Jesus fall asleep? Because he never slumbers. He never sleeps. He is always at work to accomplish his will. And you are his will. Your heart is what he came to gain. You think he's sleeping on that? It's so precious. What do you think hell and heaven are fighting over? You! And he ain't leaving until he has you. And he can't rest until it's done. You are his priority. So what you going through, he's going through it right there with you. I need you to see him as good.